Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely little island of Fawnhollow today here on... I was going to say like a special public holiday that's happening today. I don't think there is one that I can think of. So, I know, Easter Wednesday. It's not a thing. Well, as far as I'm aware. I mean, Ash Wednesday's a thing, but that's before Easter, and, you know, Easter's kind of come and gone, and we don't really have any holidays for quite a while. In fact, when is the next holiday? Like, public holiday event? Not sure, Father's Day? Maybe? Anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 4:52 on Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. Nothing to really speak of today, but something. You'll be glad to know that I've finished my Lindt chocolate Easter bunny, which was sitting here on my desk, which I had in place of an Easter egg because I like the Lindt chocolate bunny better. Although, to be honest, as I get older, kind of more... I'm not sure what word is, disenfranchised by chocolate, I suppose. don't tend to have it as much, because usually when I have Lindt chocolate bunny, I have it and I like keep it for like 6 months, and then I finally decide to eat it in like 1 day or 2 days or something. Now I've been eating it. I ate it slowly over the course from Sunday to today, so 4 days, eating a quarter of it or so at a time. I was like, yeah, I don't know, it's fine. I don't know, I suppose I'm too attached onto the idea of how much I loved it before when I was younger. Oh yeah, who's our visitor for today? Is it Red? It's got to be Red. Yeah. How did I know? And also, to be fair, I ate it today is because I usually have some fruit in the afternoon. So I washed myself some grapes and filled up my bottle, and I was taking something else upstairs. And, you know, as I was just walking to the staircase, just like my bottle, it's a litre bottle, it's a litre big Nalgene bottle. It was a bit slippery, and I had it tucked under my arm, just like fell out on my grip under my arm. And because I was like trying to hold on so tightly to it with my elbow, I suppose, my elbow like slammed into my bowl of grapes I was holding, and just like spilled half of them on the floor. And I was like, ugh. So I washed them, and I ate them anyway, because, you know, like 3-second rule or whatever. I mean, obviously the 3-second rule is not actually a thing. Well, okay, I should face it like, I mean, maybe bacteria or whatever have, well, they do have some sort of travel time, presumably, to get onto the food. It's not like, bam, instantaneous. Well, maybe it is, I don't know. I don't really know how bacteria travel, but that's what I assume. I don't think it takes 3 seconds to move on to your food. But I do like the idea of a bacteria sort of standing around like my grapes on the floor being like, hold up boys, we gotta wait 3 seconds before we can claim this grape for our own. If Deer doesn't pick this grape up in 3 minutes, we're legally allowed to eat it. Something like that, I don't know. Is that how grapes work? Not really. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But. We haven't found a fossil. Where we should... Oh, easily done. We have found a fossil. No, what was I saying? Yeah, 3-second rule is not a thing. Is it? I don't think so. It sounds like something Mythbusters absolutely tested before, and probably were just like, this myth is busted. And when it goes like, poof, you know, with that like iron stamp they put on the screen, and then it's like, busted. Ah, why did we go in here first? We should have visited Crazy Red first, and I should also get up a New Horizon art wiki page. Get up here. Sorry, Blabbers. I mean, you're asleep, so you can't really hear us. New Horizons art wiki, as I spelt it. Waiki, you know. That's like something from Black Panda, isn't it? Black Panda? Black Panther. Slip of tongue there. Haven't actually seen Black Panther. Isn't it like Watiki or something? It's like the planet they're from? I don't remember. Oh, is it Wakanda? Wait, hold on. Who's Watiki? Oh, I don't know. Let's not talk about Black Panther. I've never seen it. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's go back to the 3-second rule. Or 5-second rule, depending on how generous your understanding of it is. Okay, which of these do we not have? I kind of think we have all of these. Okay, so this one's fake because it's got the coffee stain. This one's always real, if I remember. This looks like a real Mona Lisa, which I'm pretty sure we have. This one I also think is real because it doesn't have artichoke bud poking out. Never mind, the artichoke bud makes it real, so it's just these two, and I'm pretty sure we've got both of these already. Which is sort of like a, well, Red, you're having a very sarcastic thanks to me. I'm saying I'm giving you a very sarcastic thanks to you. Have you managed to find a duplicate legitimate painting? Have you found 2 legitimate Mona Lisas? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Or maybe Red's the one who's been painting them in the first place. That'd be crazy. He's just like some really artistic person. And he's painted his own Mona Lisa twice. He is Leonardo da Vinci. That's crazy. Crazy Red this entire time. Anyway. Yeah, so that's really sad, and I spoiled all the grapes before, and you know, I washed them again. I didn't just like pick them off the floor and eat them. I'm not an animal. No, I'm joking, but I mean, if you do, fair enough. I mean, the human immune system's, well, unless you've got a compromised immune system, I suppose, the average human immune system's pretty good. Not saying like you should just like eat things off the floor, like willy-nilly. That's a gross exaggeration. Oh, do we not have a Great Wave? I think it's just one that's appeared in our as an option so many times. Oh, it appears we don't have a Great Wave. Oh, I'll take back my sarcastic comment you read. we'll go back and buy it. For some reason I thought we bought it already. I don't know why. Anyway, what's I talking about? Yeah. So I watched some, I've brushed them up, and like the immune system is pretty decent at, like, I mean, our floors are pretty clean. It's not like it dropped into like a pile of mud and I was like, yum. Yeah, again, it brings me back to something someone said or whatever. It's like, I can't remember, I saw it, maybe it's in like a YouTube video or something. It's like how farmers grow carrots in the ground or whatever. They just like rinse them under some water. It's like they pile them all up in boxes, like in open air boxes or lorries or vans or whatever. Ship them off to a grocery store where they're there on the grocer's display. Anyone can pick them up and touch them or whatever. And you go home, and you accidentally dropped a carrot on the ground, and you're like, oh, it's ruined. I can't eat this anymore. Actually, I think that's on the Rooster Teeth animated adventure now I think about it. Which obviously is like a gross oversimplification of that sort of thing. Because, I don't know, maybe your floors are super dirty, so when you drop on the ground, it truly is ruined at that point. But it's like, yeah, you know, we're humans. We've evolved. We can live in wilderness. We can handle a little bit of bacteria, well, a little bit of bacteria or dirt or whatever, probably on our food. Even better if you wash it off. I don't know. I'm not going to like rinse it with soap or anything, because I dropped some grapes on the floor. Waste not, want not, I say. And lots of other people probably say, oh, we have 3 black roses, there we go. We can finally move this one backwards. I forgot what I was saying. I lost track once again. It's really hard to keep like a cohesive thought in my brain, apparently. Where should we put this battery? Should we just put it like over here? I don't really want to put it in line with that one. Doesn't seem like there's many options, eh? Plant it here. Plant the bush here. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah, I know, when you drop things on the floor, like, I'll fully admit, a lot of time if I just drop something on the floor, it's gonna like, look at it, inspect it, go like, brush it off, run it under water if it's something which is appropriate to be run under water, and I'll probably still eat it anyway. Depending where I drop it. If I drop it outside, like if I'm on like the streets of London or whatever, and I drop like, I don't know, my McDonald's hamburger on the floor or something, I'm not eating that. Or maybe I'll like take the bottom bun off and only eat the top half or something strange like that. But you know, in my home, the floors are relatively clean. Dropping it onto floorboards isn't too bad because floorboards are generally more clean if it's especially like, I don't know. Ah, we didn't assess a fossil. Ah, we didn't do it because I thought for some reason we could donate the painting, but that's not how it works because Red takes a day to deliver the things to you. Closes New Horizons art. Wakey. Out of it. Get it out of here. I don't need it anymore. Excuse me, my throat's a bit raspy. What was I saying? I feel like I had a point. Yeah, I guess it kind of depends where you drop it. Like if I drop it in my own home, I'm not gonna waste food, you know. No one's looking. It's gonna be like shifty eye left, shifty eye right. Pick it up off the floor, probably eat it. Anyway, depending what it is, you know. If it's like a saucy thing, like if I cook like some, you know, soy sauce based chicken or whatever with like a soy sauce. What kind of sentence is that? I don't know. I drop it on the floor, especially on carpet, like something. I'm not gonna eat that. Maybe I'll like chop it off, like the bit which touched the floor, and just eat the part on top because that part's perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned. But you know, all the dust on the carpet, all that something. I'd be more concerned about the carpet now. It needs to get like a sauce stain out from the floor rather than anything else in particular. But still, that's what you should be concerned about. I trust my I trust my gut. You know, but to be able to weed out the bacterium from there. Something like that. Sorry, remember, I got a little bit distracted, and in the time I got distracted, Flip sat down. I can't believe you done this, Flip. I'll be seeing you. Probably later, as I need to give you this fossil, Flip. Take my love and affection, incorporated only through weird small gifts which add to your archaeological collection. Anyway, what was I talking about before? Oh, I was talking about like 5 seconds. Is it 3-second rule or 5-second rule? I feel like I've heard both. Maybe it's even 10-second rule. I wonder where it started from. Is it just like started an excuse for parents to tell children, like, oh, it's fine to eat this piece of food or whatever? Before it, I don't know, it's not going to ruin you. Ruin you's a bit strong, isn't it? I figured, seeing as we've got some Taylor tickets, we might as well pop in here. See what things we can acquire for them. Oh, acquire with them, not for them. That doesn't really make sense. We've got a nightgown, retro A-line dress. Don't really want those. Or already have those, I should say. I think we already have all of these. Nothing particularly interesting going on, eh? Right, let's go with one of these and we'll go with a fancy hat. Why not? Football helmet. Pilot's cap. Sure. Green? Don't want green. This one. Yeah, why not? Absolutely do not want to wear this atrocity of a ensemble we're pinning together. I don't know, there's probably a good Wikipedia article on 3-second rule, or whatever it is. I wonder if it varies from culture to culture. I wonder if it's even a thing in other cultures. 3-second rule. Freeing key. This is a basketball term. I don't want this. Oh, 5-second rule of food hygiene. Sometimes also the 10-second rule is in food hygiene myth that states a defined window when it's safe to pick up food, sometimes cutlery? What? I mean, I never really considered it applying to cutlery, but I guess it's kind of the same thing. You know, one's a utensil to eat the food and one is the food. No scientific consensus on the general applicability of a rule. Its origin is unclear. It probably originated from succeeding germ theory in the late 19th century. The first mention of one such rule. I forgot to do with flowers. That's fine, we'll customise our shovel first. It's in the print 1995 novel Wanted Rowing Coach. What? I want to know what that novel is about now, to be honest. Oh, here we go. I just randomly skimmed ahead. The 5-second rule was featured in an episode of Discovery Channel series Mythbusters, which discovers that there's no significant difference in the number of bacteria collected. The aspects that affect the contamination process is a moisture, surface geometry, and the location. I mean, that obviously makes sense. Apparently Resource did a YouTube video about that. Huh, funny that. I feel like I have seen the Mythbusters one. I've got a vague memory of it. Anyway, yeah. It's not really a 5-second rule so much as a depends where you drop it sort of rule. If you drop it in a reasonably clean place, I'm much more inclined to be like, you know what? Alright, I'll chance it. I mean, there's always a chance that you eat something, you know, that you dropped and you get ill. Perhaps a bit of an extreme reaction to that sort of thing. Have they changed these hybrids? I could have sworn that the only way you could breathe them was if both plants are water, but I really guess it's not. I guess I've misunderstood this all this time. I've misunderstood this all this time. What was I saying? Yes, you know, you're out on a picnic. On a muddy field. Not necessarily muddy, grassy field. I'm not eating something, which is falling on the floor there. Eating dinner in a relatively clean house. I'll consider it, depending what it is. It's good to be like, on the food. Blow for dust even though it doesn't do anything, I suppose. It's much more of a mental battle, you know. The mentality of your brain. Surprisingly plays a lot when it comes to becoming ill or whatnot. Or something like that. Is what I've heard. Not to an extent which you can like override illnesses just by being like, oh, I'm not ill. But no. I'd imagine your body does better fighting something if it's, or resisting something if you don't succumb to it in the first place. It's I don't know, some weird things or placebo and stuff which you should probably read yourself instead of trying to get secondhand information from me, to be honest. But anyways, let's plant. Do you think Flip's probably just stopped reading right now? Maybe. We'll find out. If he's not, well then What can you do with a drunken sailor? What can you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? To quote Shanty from Bum's Fighting Nerds. Oh, hi Bruce. Where did you come from? I'm back so soon. He was just waiting to get rid of me so he could invite Bruce round. It's fair enough, they do live pretty close to each other. Sorry Bruce, I ain't giving you anything. You already gave me your photo. That's apparently the highest form of friendship now. Lay it on me. Oh, well, see you two. Hope you have fun doing whatever you're doing. I'm trying to think. This brings me back to like when I was walking home with my father back in primary school. I was like 7 or something. Eating some Smarties that we got from school or whatever. Because you know, on people's birthdays, people tend to give out little candy, little sweets in a bag or whatever, and I chose a pack of Smarties for whatever reason. Or I assume it was something about Dad. I don't really remember how I came to contact with Smarties. Contact with Smarties. Oh, weird way to say it. How I just acquired these Smarties. Anywho, I remember I accidentally dropped one on the floor. I picked it up and I was like, I don't know, can I eat this? And my dad was like, nah, but I can eat this. And he was like, it's because you're young, your immune system might not be fully developed, but mine is robust or whatever with age. And it can kill the germs that was on it. Which is like, you know, back then, young me, I was like, ah, okay, fair enough. And, you know, maybe there's some merit to that. But to be fair, I was also like 8 or whatever. I feel like kids are somewhat hardy. I think he just wanted to eat my Smartie, to be honest. Which is also fair enough in the first place. Could have just asked. Would have given him one. But you know, it's different. It's different asking for one directly and be like, ooh, oh no, you can't have this one, I must have this one. I think it's probably a bit of column A, bit of column B, isn't it? Column AB, just like a blood type. I have no idea what my blood type is. Just throw it out there. Just in case you were wondering. You're building a Dear Darling profile page, which is strange. Don't do that, I suppose. Or do if you do, if you want, I guess. I'm not really going to stop you. I'm just going to be like, alright. Anyway, what's my point? I forgot. I don't know if I had an overarching point about all those things. It's just like, I got to assume your digestive system. It wasn't even your immune system, sorry, is a bit better at protecting you than maybe people give it credit for. Like, it's not really a 5-second rule or 10-second rule. Obviously, which doesn't exist in the first place, but you could eat some things. Some peculiar things that have been dropped or whatever. And you'll probably be fine. Probably. Not saying you should go around like testing it. You shouldn't like be eating off the floor being like, oh, I'm going to build up my immune system. I'm training it to be stronger by eating off the floor. That's just like, prevention is the best medication in the first place. So, but no, prevention is the best cure. Something like that. So try not to tempt fate with your own weird ideas of whatever. Friendship could be mine and all, but no. Of training your immune system or things like that, I suppose. Just like you know, you use plates. Do your best not to eat things off the floor. But if you do once in a while, I'm not going to judge you for it. Especially if it's something tasty, you know. Imagine like, you're like, oh man, I've been waiting all day to have this whatever, lunch or whatever, and you're just like, trip, it's all on the floor. What are you going to do? You're going to rationalise it in your head. You're going to be like, wow, animals eat off the floor all the time. I don't see why I can eat off the floor. And you slowly scoop it back and fingers like, 5-second rule on this one. Is you put something else back in your plate. Sorry. I'm speaking as if this is something I do very often. I will say I don't think I drop food all that often. I tend to be rather careful about this sort of thing, so that's probably not a surprise to you. I did not mean to bring a camera. I want to see McMahon's missions. What we got? Talk to people. Hello, Jakey. Really? Oh, I was gonna say what? He got me again. The second time I visited you today. My chair just shrank. I thought you'd just like to know that, to be honest. We're a little pumping. Oh, we're chatting over there. What are you talking about? Alright, Jakey, we're gonna run 100 laps around the island. You pumped? You ready?
Huh? Yeah, I don't know about this anymore. It sounds kinda hard.
Of course it's gonna be hard. Hard is how you get buff. Come on, 100 laps. Let's do this.
Rambler, I can't run 100 laps. That's 100 too many. Help.
Just tell him no. Why don't you try it? I'll run with you. Why don't you try it? Sure. You heard, Rambler. Jakey, you ready to run?
What? No, my ankle. Yeah, my ankle really hurts. I can't run today. Ow. It's too bad because running sounded really fun.
I love his blank expression. Oh no, we should have warmed up more. Alright, you rest up that ankle. Guess I'm running by myself.
You're hooked.
Something I just thought about is that the fact I've never seen the villagers like become angry or sad. Which used to be a thing which happened a lot in Wild World. Two villagers would talk to each other and then one of them would just get like annoyed at the other, or one of them would just get really upset by the other. Classic snooty villagers. Sort of thing. I saw a little present hopping around here. Here we go. We do be trying to get those recipes, eh? Oh, we haven't planted any of the flowers. An anorak jacket? That's not something made out of cherry blossoms. Probably. Have the trees been grown? Yeah, they have been grown. Perfect. That's what we should be doing. What was I saying? Boom, boom. It's on a feeling. And now I'm believing. I don't know where to put this hyacinth. There's like no room for it. I guess we just don't need hyacinth. Oh, we could probably pop it down here somewhere. How far down? How far can you go? Over here? Why not? Yellow cosmos. Da 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 cosmos. Orange cosmos. There's a space over here. I don't remember what flower we're meant to put over here though. Well, I thought there was a space over here. Maybe it's not. Oh, it's over here. A cosmos can go here. Why not? There's nothing in the rulebook saying a cosmos can't go there. Did we pick up a recipe? We didn't pick up a recipe. Let's pick it up. Yeah, villagers used to have fights and stuff like that. And annoy each other. Pee each other off, as you might say, if you had a much more crude vocabulary than I do. Not to say that it's not in my vocabulary, I just don't tend to swear too often. Exception is, I don't know. Sometimes I go freak. That's about it. Heck. I do like heck. Anyway, sorry. It's a very random topic to be talking about. I feel like I put this light a bit too close, didn't I? Should be here. I was looking at it, like the spacing doesn't look right. I mean, that's not where I put it. I'm going to put it here. Yeah, that spacing looks a bit better. I was meant to order. You know what? Order another one of those right now. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. I wonder if it's faster to search floor light. Probably floor. Floof? Floor. Floor light. Floor light. Orange. Get another one of those. I should probably ask around for other people to and trade to get the other colours, but I can't be bothered, to be honest. Too much effort. I'm having a grand old time just mindlessly wandering around my island doing stuff anyway. What was I saying? I don't remember. Hopefully it wasn't important. Probably not. What should we do? 6 minutes. I guess we can sell some stuff or put some stuff away then. But I don't really know. It's quite difficult to think of what to do in these sort of stages. Since we again, we don't really have many decorations to put down, which, well, I mean we do, but, well, not we do, but not fitting things in my mind. I don't know, what else can we say about 10-second rule? It's just got a lot of nuance to it. Even if it scientifically isn't accurate, but the concept of it, I suppose. There's a lot of depth within. Oh, let's plant this somewhere. Depth within depth, you know? There's a lot of things that's laid on top of it, like, oh, I'm not going to eat it if it's not on. If it's on something dusty, I'm not going to eat it, blah, 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 blah. I say blah, 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 not in a patronising, mean-spirited way. I think it's all very legitimate things. I wonder how harmful it actually is, you know, just to eat something off the ground. like in different places. There's probably been experiments done about that. Should we rearrange these flowers? Wait, hold on. We don't have enough flowers to actually... Oh, you know what? We should totally try and breed some black roses. Or all of these black flowers, right? Because why not? So then we can plant some more over there by Maria's Island. And around the little forest. Oh, that's my phone telling me I've got a voicemail. There's that voicemail which happened. Was it in yesterday's episode? It was in some episode I was recording. And I should probably check it. Just so I can clear it out and be like, delete message, but... Because my phone sees it fit to remind me like every half an hour. It's like, hey, you got the voicemail. It might be really important. I'm telling you, phone, it's not. It's going to be another automated Chinese robot voice. And I'm going to be like, get out my phone. And it's going to be like beep boop. Stuff in Chinese. Whatever the Chinese beep boop noise is, which I don't know what it is, by the way. Anyway. What can we do? What can we do? What do it do? You know, one of these days I'm obviously going to be bored enough. I'm just going to like listen to a voicemail or something in the video. Can you imagine that? Very strange energy radiating off of me. Or that conceptual idea. No, I'm trying to think. Was there a recent, not recent necessarily, but a time in memory I just like dropped a load of things and just ate it anyway. Sorry if this kind of grosses you out. Like, I'm someone who, I guess, does like cleanliness and that sort of thing, so I suppose it's a bit of an unusual topic for me to address because it's not something I talk about all very often. And to be honest, most of the times I'm picturing like the application of a 3-second rule. I'm picturing like a one-off little sweet or something, like a Malteser or something. You know, you drop a Malteser on the floor, probably gonna eat it. I'm not really imagining like, oh, I dropped my battered cod onto the floor. Still gonna eat that. If I drop like the main component of my lunch on the floor, I'm not. One, no, it happens because I have impeccable poise. That's just false, by the way. But two, yeah, maybe I wouldn't eat it. I'd just sort of like cry over the lost lunch. Reminds me of. I can't remember some guy I saw. He's like, oh, just like took a picture and posted it on the internet. It was like, was just about to enjoy the lasagna, which took me like 2 hours to make, and it's just a picture of like an upturned oven tray or whatever on the floor. Oh no, that was attached to it. It was like, it looks like I'm having pizza for tonight. This is this poor person, this poor lad. Flipped over his lasagna onto the floor or whatever. It's just heartbreaking, you know? Waiting that long, cooking the food, and you're like, oh, it's delicious, you're smelling it as you go, you're salivating, you're so hungry. So it's on the floor. That's probably how the 5-second rule came to be. That happened when I don't know, someone's making like a fresh batch of cookies or whatever. It's like, delicious. You can smell it in the oven. A lovely smell of sugar cooking to perfection. With milky chocolate aroma. Perpetuating itself through the air. And it's like, oh no. And drop the baking tray as I was putting it out of the oven. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Well, you know, 10-second rules, and it takes 10 seconds or 5 seconds for bacteria to reach the cookie. Oh, Amelia's thinking about something up there. What's she thinking about? And boom, 5-second rule, born. Well, you know, probably not cookies, because it's probably much older than the birth of cookies. I don't even know how old cookies are, so maybe I shouldn't say that so willy-nilly. You're going to be moving away? Absolutely not. It's time I moved on. One can't keep people relieved to strength by staying in one spot. What? You can't go? Oh, you'd rather I stay put? How foolish of me. I mustn't neglect all my admirers here. The world is cruel, but Fawnhollow is kind. Pour your love on me in the name of sugar. You see what I did? I did a subtle little word switch. You might not have caught it if you weren't paying attention. I know, it's a strange episode. I know. How many seconds do you apply to yourself for whatever second rule? Okay, now I think about it, it's probably different if you've got pets, isn't it? You probably don't want to really be eating pet hair or whatever off the floor, and who knows where pets put their little paws and whatnot. You know, so humans have been standing anyway, so I guess it's sort of hypocritical in the first place, and you got humans hair. Anyway, I don't know. If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscriptions, shares, all greatly appreciated. Links down below. I hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time. Oh, my voice is still so raspy. I guess speaking for half an hour didn't help. But bye-bye. Bye-bye for now.